Then, kung mo dyan na i-declare ng referee, the other team must leave the playing court completely. So, out with ano sila. Then, after weeks, mabalik ang sabong pulian ang opponent na dato na particular team na nakaunang pag-warm up based sa result ng toss. And at the same time, okay, as part of the protocol, no, i-observe yun na ang winner sa toss, no, or the team that is to serve first in the match must warm up first, no. So, amo yan mga basihanan pag-designate ng kung sino ay mag-warm up pag-una, sino ay mag-serve pag-una, pinaagi sa winning team ng toss. Team starting line-up, no? So, ang team starting line-up, ng line-up ng mga players na muduwa sa kada set. Okay? Around in before the start of each set, the coach of each team must give the scorer a rotation, no? On which the starting line-up of the team is listed. So, may nanisure actually ng rotation slip ini, no? Yaon din hian ngaya ng team, no? Ini ang mga players, no? Ini ang front zone players and back zone players. Then yaon din ang pirma ng coach. Okay? So, a rotation slip on which the starting lineup of the team is listed in service order. So, kung sino ay daon din sa front zone, sila gid ang mo occupy dito sa front zone during the set, including there is sa back zone. Tapos daon din hian server. Okay, din na corner. Okay. Once this order is recorded on the score sheet, it cannot be changed until the next set. Okay, so dari set 2 na sab, no? So, kung sino ay daon, officially, that would be the official team na muduwa in a particular set. Now, just before the set begins, the referees must check it to make sure that the correct players are on court. So kung sino dyan nakalista, may taglang ko kanina, dapat sila sa bamoy makaduwa officially. If ever, no, the players on court do not match exactly the lineup as recorded on the score sheet, then this must be corrected by insisting that the players on court be changed into the correct starting lineup, no? In the starting lineup, amo ini ang listahan ng mga players. The only way a coach can change this playing order is by making a legal substitution. As what we have discussed last time, na there are 12 playing team members ang isa ka team, no? Ang unong nandiyon, amo ang official na mag-play during a particular set. Then ang remaining 12, amo ato ang mga substitute player, no? So kung may tabo man ini na daoy dili waya maka tunga na player sa isa ka set as officially listed or recorded sa score sheets, automatic na ang coach can change, no? Can request, no? Can act for a legal substitution ng ini na particular court or particular game. So, ari kita sa court positions ng kada player sa isa ka team, no? So, this is now officially amo ini ang volleyball court na ato duaan, no? This is one team, then another is the opposing team. Team blue and team red. Okay. So, sa volleyball, there are 6 players na moduwa, no? Daoy forward o backward na or back na mga players. Dini, ato makita, una lang ta sa blue team, we have here the left forward, center forward, and right forward. Kung nakabantay ka mo, ang ila position, no, sa blue team, down sila sa suyod ng attack area. Kaya sila man amoy serving team, no? The moment na ang red team amo na sa serving team, inin ila mga forward players amo na say mo fit in diri sa attack area, no? Kay sila man an muuna pagdepensa sa bola nagikan sa ila opponent. Okay? And the other half of the players ari diri sa back zone, tawag, no? The left back, center back, and right back na players. Okay? So kung ari kita sa opposing team, sa red team, daw din ang right forward, center forward, and left forward, no? Right back, center back, and left back, and ila sa mga remaining half of the players. So at the moment that the ball is hit by the server, and only at this moment, all the players must be standing on the court in their respective correct positions, no? So, pag start na ng pag-serve, no? ng server na player sa isa ka team, dapat daon sa ila sakto na mga possession, no? Ang kada player. Okay? If this is not the case, then a fault is committed and the opposing team will win the rally. Okay? For example, no? Ang serving team, waya ma-properly possession ang ilang mga players, nagka-serve na. Then a fault is committed, then ang ila opponent amoy mo score sa duwa. The three players who can play at the net are called the front court players, no? So amoy ni sila, mga front court players. Ini. Okay? They occupy the court positions 4, 3, and 2, no? The left, the center, and the right front court players. Okay? So amo ini ang ila position. Ini ang net. These are the front court players, no? Players number 2, 3, and 4. Okay? Then amo ini ang ila area of responsibility dinhi, no? Immediate area of responsibility. Ini attack area. Okay? Pwede ini sila gawas diri ng mga area, no? Pero ini mga back players, they are not allowed na maka-intrude sa attack area when the play begins. Okay. The other three players are backcourt players and occupy position in the order in which, no? In the order in which the players of the team will take turns at service, no? The moment na ang sa ka-player daon na sila sa backcourt position, okay? Dali na sa likod na bahin, amo na sa dyan opportunity that makahimo sila, maka-take part sila as the serving player, no? They will take turn at the service area. Okay? So, ini ang flow of rotation ng mga players sa isa ka team para pag-take turns ng sino na sa imong serve sa bola. Okay? So, this is the rotation. When the serving team wins a rally or a set, it scores a point and continues to serve. Okay? For example, ang blue team, sila man ang nag-serve. Kung nakadaog sila, padadon sila na mo-enjoy, no? The privilege to serve. And when the receiving team wins a rally, it gains the right to serve next and its players must rotate one position clockwise around the court. Kaya serving team ang gaina na nakadaog. Ini ang receiving team kung ano nakadaog, then sila nasabaan mag-serve, no? Sa sunod na set ng daon na particular ball kung nakadaogan. And its players must rotate one position clockwise. So for example, ang nag-serve kaina number 1 man, no? Ini. Okay? Pag-rotate din na number 2, mahimo na si number 2 na number 1 na subs, din na sa server, si number 1, mahimo na number 6, no? Ini sa rotation, ini na flow. Then, kung sino ang occupy na number 1 na position din sila na ang may opportunity to be the server sa the team. In this way, the players take turns to serve and also to play in front or back court. So, ang tanan ng ka-player will have the opportunity na mahimo na front player or backcourt player. Then they all have the opportunity na maka-act as server sa ila team for the duration of the whole game or the whole competition or set. Faults. So ano naman ang faults? When the wrong player serves a rotational fault, a rotational fault is committed. Or when two or more players are standing in the wrong position at the moment of service, a positional fault is committed. Okay? So ini di kun amo ang player na nag-serve, supposedly, no? Ini na set, ang dapat mo serve si ini na, ang player na diri sa position number 2, no? Pero sila maka-rotate, nagpabilin na gihapon si number 1, no? Ang server gani na, isa na pildi na sila, no? Dapat mag-rotate na or cycle, sila na dapat ang ari diri, then nag-serve gihapon, a rotational fault is called. Okay? Or when two or more players are standing in the wrong positions at the moment of service, a positional fault is called. Then the team at fault, no? Must be corrected. And also, if the team at fault has scored any points while in the wrong rotation, all such points will be cancelled. So, wayay dili i-carry ang score pananglit ng isa ka team na naka-point unta while committing the rotational fault or positional fault. Okay. So, volleyball player position. Kaya gaina, court position na dito, no? Ini kuman volleyball players possession. So, with this, we will be guided kung sino daw na mga player, no? Ang pagtawag na sitter, for example. The sitter is the main contributor to the offense of the volleyball team. Okay? So si ini ang pinaka-kuan, siya sa offensive na kuan, or attack mode, or attack level ng is being a setter. One of the requirements of the sitter is having a delicate touch to set the ball perfectly for one of the attacking players. Okay? Gani, dapat, kuan siya, he is very keen, no? He or she is very keen in communicating, no? Din sa ida team, and even makabasa siya, no? ng mga hinga sa iyang opponent. Okay? Communication is extremely important for the setter because they need to get the rest of the players on the same page. Okay? So that's how crucial ang rule ng setter. No? Tandaan sila mag-set. Setter, sila mag-set. Kung baga, ato na ka lamang ini binisayon, tinambano nato pag-understand ang amo na volleyball player position sa isa ka team. Without the setter, there won't be hard spikes or technical ball movement. No? So that's how crucial ang role ng setter. So in this case, kung ini na team, blue team lang, white team lang, talaga lamang, or blue team, ang setter, amo ini ang jari sa back right position. Diri, no? Right back position sa setter. Yan sila dito na area nag-occupy. Outside hitter, or known as the left side hitter. No? So haman ni sila, ini, diri, no? Diri, left side ng mga hitters. And is the lead attacker in the offensive strategy. No? As the lead attacker, sila ini ang jaoy responsibility, no? Na kinahanglan makuha nila, ma-intercept nila ang mga bola na gikan sa opponent. In fact, to be a successful outside hitter, you must be able to jump high, no? Quick on your feet and be ready to adapt to different situations. The volleyball won't always be placed where the outside hitter would like. Okay? So they need to be prepared for hits from a variety of places. Kumbaga, sila ini amoy mo carry out ng mga attack, no? Mga hit ng opponent nila sa team. Okay? Then we have here the opposite hitter, also known as the right side hitter. So ano man inin right side hitter? Dali sila diri, no ini, no sa front zone. These players need to be a perfect balance of both offense and defense. So they will also get many opportunities to hit the volleyball, labi na kagaon sila sa front zone. So similar to outside hitter, jumping ability is vital. So kung nakabantay ka mo, grabe ka cross guarding, no? Both left and right side of the court ng isa ka team, jaoy mga designated players who will act as the defensive and offensive attackers ng isa ka team. The main difference that sets the opposite hitter apart is their defensive responsibility. So, amo jaon ang opposite hitter. Okay? Being able to receive the serve from the opposing team is just one of the many requirements of this specialized zone. So, ang opposite hitter, usually si daan mo intercept ng bola na tag-serve, no? Ng opposing team na nila grupo. Okay? Kaya jaon man si Jollibee sa attack zone near the volleyball net. Middle blocker. So, of course, ang middle blocker, jaon sila sa tunga, no? In fact, middle blocker is known also as the middle hitter. Okay? The middle hitter is the tallest player on the volleyball team. Their main role for the team is being the first line of defense against the opposing team's hits. Okay? The middle blocker needs to read the other team's attackers to quickly raise his or her arms above the net in a blocking attempt. However, this is not a defense-only position. The middle blocker will have chances for quick points throughout the set. No? Tungkol kaya jaon man gud sila sa tunga, no? He has the opportunity left and right na makadipinsa, no? Sa mga bola na itira ng ila opponent na mahimo sila na blocker, no? From the word middle blocker, sila amoy mo intercept ng mga hits ng kalaban gikan sa ila side. The libero, okay? So ini ang libero, no? Sa tunga, the counterpart of middle blocker sa front zone, ang libero amoy counterpart ng ano pa? Middle blocker sa back zone. So the libero, no, can be confusing to non-volleyball players. They can only play on the back row of the court, no? So daon na sab sila diri sa back court, no? Sila amoy kumbaga overall in charge sa back court. Kaya outside hitter na ini dinhi, arang man ini sila ka mobile, no? Arang ini sila ka dynamic, kumbaga. Kaya sila man amoy tigresin, then offensive to act sa defensive na attack ng ila team. Okay? Then they can only play in the back row of the court because of this, the libero is the ideal person to receive a hit from the opposite team. Dito man sila sa palikod. Okay? There are set of rules that the libero needs to follow. Number one of it is not attacking the ball at the net. Di siya pwede makaduol diri sa front zone, duol sa net. Then, playing a set for an attacker from the front, no? So dili siya pwede dito gyud maka-intrude. That's why specific sila that he can only play, no, on the back row of the court. Okay, so amo daw ang libero. So this activity is part sa ato mga himuon pa sa future nato na mga activities. Then hopefully I can upload, no, some of the activities this afternoon or late tonight. On the way pa ko pag-finalize sa mga questions. Then this is the topic summary, no, of what has been highlighted sa ato primero na mga discussions sa ini na module. So I hope that you will make your own review on this and you can follow through with the activities that I will be posting sooner. Heads up lang, we are on track man sad sa ato mga lessons, no? We will go over sa next lesson, hindi lang sa lesson 1, dili lang tani, dili pa continue sa volleyball na kuan. Then okay. So, lesson 1 of this module, module 2, is about playing the ball, no? Play at the net, stoppages, and the delays, and including misconduct. Okay? This will be highlighted with our discussion on how the ball or the volleyball playing is being carried out, no? Then at the net, then the substitution, and even how the players were given disciplinary actions. The lesson 2, it's more on volleyball officials, no? Official hand signals, basic volleyball rules, and the basic volleyball rule violation. Okay, so those are the major subtopics of module 2 under lesson 1 and lesson 2. Okay. So this is the activity. For sure, part ini sa ato quiz, no? I hope you can review that. And before doing your review, please try to reinforce, no? By reading the module that we have in our Flare accounts. Okay, so this is the lesson map about playing the ball, play the net, stoppages, and delays and misconduct, no? This is the bird's eye view, kumbaga, of the whistle. Then the ball will specially start, no? Or play kung nagsugod na ang bola, nagsugda na ang bola pag serve. And is out of play as soon as the ball lands or a fault is committed, no? Kaya basically, isa ra man yun ang rule, no? Na ang bola mo land sa opponent side, opponent court, na mo'y basihan ng score, na maka-gain ng score ang isa ka team. The ball is out when it lands without touching the court line. So kung amoy ng linya sa court, kung ari diri mo tungdan ang bola, waya makasabog sa linya, then it is considered as out. Or if it touches the ceiling or an object outside the court, or if it touches any part of the net outside the vertical side markers. So vertical side markers, amo dagto an antenna, no? Okay? Then a ball which touches an antenna, which would have touched an antenna had it extended to the ceiling, is also considered to be out, as is a ball which crosses completely underneath the net. So ang bola na moagi sa ilayom, sa ubos na net, is considered out, no? Kung mo touch siya sa antenna sa net, considered out. Kung mo sangko siya, yung tagang gaina, no? Sa atop, no? Sa mga object, any object outside the court, no? Is considered out. So playing faults. Any action contrary to rules is a playing fault. Okay? So that on my set of rules, no, na I mentioned. Okay? Then the consequence of a fault is the loss of the rally, no? Okay. If 2 or more faults are committed successively, only the first one is counted. If 2 faults are committed by opponents at exactly the same time, a double fault is called and the rally must be replayed. Okay. So that's how the faults are being observed and how it is being carried out. Team hits, okay? A team is allowed to a maximum of 3 hits, no? Ang matutaglaw na ito gayna, na dapat katuyuran ma-hit ang bola ng the same, within the same team players, then ibalik na yun na dito sa opponent. Okay? Pero in order to return the ball over the net, no? Kinahanglan mo labay sila sa net, di sila mo sabot. For the purpose of this rule, any contact with the block does not count as one of the team's 3 touches, no? Daon may instances na i-block ng player. So dili siya ma-consider na 3 touches ng player. And na part man dito sa isa pag-carry out ng blocking strategy sa opponent's ball. A player cannot make the first and second or second and third of the team's 3 touches. There are exemptions to this, no? Like blocking and the first team contact. Then the same player can, however, make the first and third of the team's 3 hits. Pwede maipasa pagbalik sa isa, no? Basta provided na the 3 hits rule, no? Amoy mo ma-follow or mo prevail. Except na dato mga exemptions, no? Itong blocking na mention ako ganina. Assisted hit. A player cannot take support from any object or person. Okay? So kinahanglan sila ra gayud ang mo carry out pag hit or pag attack sa bola, including
sa isa teammate, dili gani allowed, no? In order to reach the ball. So, wayay mag-assist sa imo, no? Di kung dili pwede daon assisted na hit. And thus, it is illegal na mga actions. For example, to climb on the posts, no? Layat ka diya sa pustinan kuan para pagsagang ka lamang sa bola, dili sila pwede. Okay? Kaya una lang diri, from any object or person. Or to lift a teammate when playing the ball, no? Pananglit, taas ka na daw, anticipated taas ang bola, no? Mula ang front zone player na alasaha ako kaya ako kabuton daw na bola, no? Dili sila pwede, no? Na i-assist ka, no? Nan imo kaibanan sa team for that purpose. Okay? And this would constitute the fault of assisted hit. Okay? This rule applies only to the play in the playing area, no? Anything outside the free zone, such as the team bench, is exclusive from the rule. So wala labot, no? Datun dito sa outside ng free zone. Applicable na sila within, no? The playing area. For example, datun mga player na dato sa team bench, no? Which is exclusive from the rule and so could be used to assist the player. Pananglit, dato'y player na nakaabot dito dapit sa ila, nahapit na matumba, pwede sila masagang. So, simultaneous contact. When two opponents touch the ball over the net at exactly the same time, this is called a simultaneous contact. Diyan, magkadungan ganun sila paghapak sa bola, no? Dito sa imabaw na net. If the ball stays in play, the team receiving the ball after such contact is entitled to 3 more touches, no? So kung sino ang team, no, na naka-receive na dito na bola out of a simultaneous contact, sila entitled paghihapon ng daton 3 more touches. Dili i-count daton pag-touch ng simultaneous contact. Kaya daton 3 hits policy man ang atin itag-observe. If such a ball goes out, it is fault against the team on the opposite side, no? Kung mo out ato siya, no? An opposite side na team amoy at fault. Okay? When two opponents touch the ball at the same time over the net, the ball will often rest in the hands of both players and sometimes a pushing contest begins. Then this constitutes a held ball and a double fault should be called. In this case, a rally shall be replayed, no? Dato nagkadungan gadun pag-touch sa ball ang duha ka opposing team, then amuranan ang bola dyan tuamid sa ila duha, no? Nahawiran kibali, then ang tawag ng diaon is a pushing contest, no? So ang himuon either magtawag ng double fault or held ball ang referee, then mag-replay ang particular set. So, the ball may contact more than one part of the body, provided these contacts happen at the same time, no? If they are not simultaneous, the fault of double contact, sometimes called double touch, is committed. So there are instances na sa isa ka bola, muland, no? Simultaneously in different parts of the body. For example, moigo sa imo hand, din mo mulahos diri sa imo bukton, no? Pero dili daon siya kung illegal, no? Basta it will happen at the same time. Dili kon double contact ang nahitabo. This is the second type of handling fault, but there are two occasions when is not fault. Kung uman, ini na dili siya at fault. Whenever a player is making the first of the team's 3 hits, a double contact is allowed. So this is exemption, no? Sa daton pagtawag nato na double contact na policy, na fault. Provided the players make only a single action at playing the ball. So amo daw sila ang first na instance wherein dili sila matawag na fault ang double contact na nahitabo sa isa ka player. Second, any players taking part in a block are allowed to make more than one contact, okay, with the ball, provided that these touches occur during a single blocking action. So in fact, player who touches the ball during a block can legally make the next contact as well, since block itself does not count as one of the 3 permitted team contacts. So amo daan sila ang mga exemptions, no? Part daan sa exemptions antong 3 contact rule or hits na rule sa bola. When judging handling faults, the referee takes into consideration only to the contact between the player and the ball. So sa mga referee sa ini, no? It should not matter what sound the contact makes, whether the ball spins or whether it travels in the intended direction. So, unang tanawon ng player, ng referee, only the contact, no, between the player and the ball. So, dili mo matter kung create ng sound, unuan action ng bola, or hain dapit ang bola, mo direct. Basta ang tanaw ng referee in handling contact faults, and contact lang between the body and the players tanan ang bola. Okay.